It was their first meeting in nearly a year and followed a diplomatic deep freeze over Russia's onslaught in Ukraine. But now there's Moscow's military buildup in Syria, and President Obama wants to know, what is Vladimir Putin up to? After 4 years of civil war that's left 250,000 dead, he hopes for a peace deal that brings the fighting to an end.
The United States is prepared to work with any nation, including Russia and Iran, to resolve the conflict.
But he says any deal must not leave in charge of Bashar Assad, who's brutalized his own people.
But we must recognize that there cannot be, after so much bloodshed, so much carnage, a return to the pre-war status quo.
Yet the Russian leader argues bolstering Assad's forces is the only way to defeat Islamic State militants. And in recent weeks, Russian troops and warplanes have been seen deploying in Syria.
We think it is an enormous mistake to refuse to cooperate with the Syrian government and its armed forces who are violently fighting terrorism face to face.
Meantime, with Syria's neighbors and U.S. allies in Europe struggling to deal with a flood of refugees, UN Chief Ban Ki-moon says it's time to refer Syria to the World Court.
Innocent Syrians pay the price of more barrel bombs and terrorism. There must be no impunity for atrocious crimes.
The immediate hope is that this renewed U.S.-Russian dialogue will somehow spark back to life the dead Syrian peace talks. But given such widely diverging views, any hope of a diplomatic end to Syria's agony remains a distant one. Mark Smith, The Associated Press, The United Nations.